Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching 13 Reasons Why. This is episode 5. That's right, we're midway through the final season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. So last episode, it was the camping trip. Very, very interesting. They went out into the woods. It was the seniors and they all obviously was having a big last final camp together. Now, everybody got to pair up and everybody chose their own partners. So at the start, we seen Winston and Alex, they paired together. Now, as the day went on, more information was revealed to everybody and we ended up learning, well, Alex did, that Winston was friends with Monte, which made him then start to suspect that their relationship and obviously their friendship slash whatever it's going to be has only been used for him to gain knowledge on information on Monte, because he knows that he had an alibi and he's trying to find out who actually killed him and Bryce. You know what I'm saying? So now obviously Alex has drifted away. He's moved out the tent. He's gone to stay with his dad, and this has started the little ripple effect, because we finished the episode with him confronting Alex, saying that, you know, he's been looking around, he's been watching everybody, which one of his friends has killed him. So now we know that he is fully here and he is definitely going to try and find out who killed Bryce, because since, you know, he's been introduced, I know that last season he kind of dropped it in and I thought he was going to come in all guns blazing trying to take everybody down, but also we've seen him kind of be friends with Tyler and also kind of gain a relationship a little bit with Alex, and his kind of storyline of the reason why he was dropped in the first place has drifted, but now we're fully picking it back up and I'm excited to see, because obviously we've seen Alex paranoid last episode speaking to his dad saying maybe it's just best if I just come forward and tell the truth and then everybody else doesn't have to worry about everything that's been going on, where his dad obviously stood by him and said, look mate, all your friends didn't unite as one and, you know, cover up for you because you don't have a life worth living. Do you know what I mean? The best way you could do it is just live as Alex, and that'll be good enough for everybody else, because he nearly drowned in the lake, didn't he? He went out there, he was with Zach and they was having some time in the lake. He fell into the water and he couldn't get out, and we seen like a mad clip, mate, of Bryce underneath it grab him and pull him down, and he was panicking and obviously like his life flashed before his eyes. So that one was good. I liked that. Also Clay, you know, he was kidnapped by the football players again. You know, he was threw down into a ditch. Also, what's his name now? Justin, he was attacked as well. But he done that just so that they could get Clay and throw him down there. Now, what actually happened is a blackout. Something happened between day and night and everybody started to get terrorized. You could see it. One of the jerseys got threw out in front of all the football players with blood all over it. Got them panicking. It got them all running. They went and hid into a cabin inside the woods. Somebody was coming outside while it was all pitch black, banging on the doors, rattling it, trying to get inside. They had an axe. He was scraping it across the windows. We didn't see who it was. Like I said, the footballers, they was panicking because he went to get Clay out and he wasn't there, and they was just absolutely baffled. But then we seen Clay wake up down in the ditch, and he had his phone, which was took off everybody earlier on in the day before the trip started. He had loads of bags and treasure that he'd found, and there was a rope. So I'm thinking that Clay is obviously blacking out when he's having these panic attacks, and obviously he's waking up in different locations and after doing different things. So currently, in my position right now, I do believe that he's wrote Monty was innocent on the doors. I do believe he was the one that sent the email to everybody. And I do believe he is the person that actually escaped the hole, terrorized everybody, and then obviously left everybody all paranoid. So really exciting to see actually what's going on. Clay's having an alright season, to be honest. He does stress me out in certain situations, but last episode, he had a good one. So that's where we currently are. I hope the guys are excited for today's episode. If you are, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to episode 5 of season 4 of 13 Reasons Why.
It's like I'm watching myself in the movie of my life. It's like I'm removed from reality.
I was just out for a run.
I found him out on Navy Pier this time, just standing there.
We told you that we were going to be doing random drug testing on you both. Now seems like as good a time as any. You're up first.
Lately, even reality isn't making sense.
Then he must have switched the samples.
Are you serious right now?
I have been going to all my meetings. I have been checking in with the counselors. I'm doing good.
If that's how it's going to be, both of you are grounded. So one of you can tell us why this test is positive. Neither of you are leaving this house, apart from going to school.
How did my dad know I was at the pier?
And at the
He
mall.
just happens to see me from the overpass. He just happens to find me last week. What if one of those apps is it's like tracking us?
Your dad found you because you've been doing crazy shit, like showing up at the fucking pier. Hey, yeah, it's Foley. I need to see you.
See, that's interesting. Now, obviously, like, in terms of them, they're adults, and, like, using the Find My Friends thing, like, you know, it's kind of like an invasion of privacy, but it highlights how good it is for younger people. It's very good. Now, I've got one of my mates on it because he just set it up to show me. I didn't know it was a thing. And I remember, like, 5-6 years ago when I had, like, you know, an iPhone 3 or something, he'd done it. And I was like, wow, that's well weird. That, you know, you can see him wherever they're moving. In the car, you can see him on the motorway, exact pinpoint location. But, like, for a kid, yeah, if you're a parent and you give a phone to a kid and, you know, 10, 11, 12, and they're on the field and they're playing hide and seek or football or whatever, you always know the whereabouts. And I'm assuming now you could track it to your watches. If not, then that's stupid. And that's an idea I've just give Apple, because that would be an amazing idea. And, like, all the little kids, you know what I mean? Parents could be assured that they know where they are and they're safe at all times. I think it's great. But in terms of that, it is invading the privacy. But I think it is Clay's test that's failed to drugs me. I feel like he's having blackouts and he don't really know, obviously, what he's doing in that space. A bit sus that Justin sneaking out at night. I don't know where he is and who he's calling. It's not Jess. But I do think it's Clay that's possibly failed.
How you doing, kid?
Not so good.
Did you take a fall?
No, I'm still clean. Jensen's drug tested us. I was clean, and Clay wasn't. Then he accused me of switching the tests. They might have believed him.
Jensen's tested you. That doesn't mean they don't trust you, right? Probably means they want you to be successful.
Yeah, I think that. I actually think it's a positive that they're doing that.
My first league match since I got my certification.
Well, if you still need a cut man, like in your corner, I'd really like to do that.
Can you train after school?
Yeah, for sure.
Why is he wanting to offer now? Innit?
Since I pissed him off at the camping trip, so why now?
You've never met my dad, have you?
Oh shit! Why is he after me?
No, he just seems to know who you are.
What's she trying to figure out?
Did you hear? My new drink got canceled. Tequila, vodka, whiskey. You try them all, find which one you drink.
My dad knew how much Diego and I had been texting, and he knew what was on the text.
Isn't your dad on you all the time?
I mean, yeah, he's been watching me closely, but he doesn't track my phone.
This isn't crazy, right? How else have they known everything?
It's weird how Jesse's kind of being involved in stuff being known about her. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's extended from these.
The party's off because they're watching us. We gotta figure that out.
We need to get sleep.
I want to know who's watching them, though. It's well intrigued me.
We're gonna have to get a GPS spoofer on everyone's phone.
Yeah, we'll have to set up a VPN so people can download it without the school knowing.
And we'll need everyone who uses email to have a translator and a cipher from the dark web.
Yep. How can you guys be punks and geeks at the same time?
There aren't genres anymore, Clay. No labels.
So, I hear the party's back on.
Hi.
I know your brother a little bit. We met at a couple of Hillcrest parties last year.
Cool, you friends with Jess? No.
Well, I'm new, but I'm a huge fan. So I'll see you tomorrow, I hope.
So, we need more Zach and Alex time.
I'm not gonna kiss you again if that's what you're hoping.
I like to make a joke about this.
Yeah.
Good time. If you make any attempt not to go to this party, I will actually come and pick you up.
Who's this, mate? Who do you reckon that is? I still reckon it's Claymy.
It's here. Your barrier line is right here. 2 rows of chairs all the way around.
Is he opening up to you?
Not yet, but he will.
Come to Monet's. Can I direct you to the nearest Starbucks?
Wait, you're being a dick to me.
A strong, independent woman who doesn't need a guy. Who is that? Is that Diego?
Can I just get a vanilla skim latte and a black coffee?
I've got enough secrets already. I have a hard enough time with the secrets I already have.
Do you want to talk about the bad stuff?
Imagine that he's not even mentioned it yet and he's just led him onto it.
George!
Luke, what's up, man?
I'm already mostly drunk. Are we gonna get you laid tonight?
I'm gonna bet no.
Oh, let's go, boy.
This guy is weird because he's friends with both friendship groups.
Paranoia. First guy up whispers a question to the next guy.
Jessica. For sure, Jessica.
What?
Now, if you want to find out what he said, you have to take a shot.
Which girl at this table is most likely to beat me up?
I'm gonna say Walton.
What was the question?
Who's not as smart as he thinks he is?
I think people assume you must have been happy when Bryce died, but I bet your life would be a lot less complicated if you were still alive.
True.
Drink.
Yeah, that is so fucking true, man.
Nice lungs, dude.
Oh, he's never done drugs.
Are you fucking kidding me? Know what I did to piss you off? I am not the enemy. You think I relapsed? You have any idea how long it took them to trust me?
Who the fuck are Matt and Lainey?
Your mom and dad.
Yeah, my mom and dad. They're not your fucking parents.
I'd
They know
fucking
what you are.
slap
You're not
him,
fooling
mate.
anyone. Never trusted you. That's why they drug tested you.
Drug tested you, man. I think they drug tested you.
Hey, I hear you're the guy who made the party possible, you know, free from the eyes of parents and cops.
It wasn't me. It was some friends of mine.
Always is, isn't it?
Now, I know some of you didn't like Monty, but I think we can all agree he deserved to live to see this day. Hey, Stella, get over here. You gotta be a part of this too. Monty de la Cruz. Rest in peace, man.
Never forget. Right, Jess?
Right, first of all, who pulled a drink away? I didn't see that. Second of all, her walking away does make it look suspicious, innit, mate? You know, if Winston's already got his eyes on you, he's always looking for suspicion, looking for reasons to pursue you. That's going to be one of them. Doing a toast to a dead person and then you going away, it's going to make him come after you. But also, I did not like what Clay was saying to Justin. You see it all the time. Do you know, like him? Well, you just see it all the time. Like, I mentioned it near enough every time that I see him get jealous that he's having a normal life. So, like, when Justin was first took in, not like now when he's like fully established and they've got like an outside house, like when he was first in and he was sat down and he was having movie night and Clay was like well jealous, like you could see him looking in the window like proper fuming, and then he was having like breakfast and then he was mad again, and it's like, why so mad? Like, you don't want to do that stuff. Like, you have the option. Every single time his mum says, I made you breakfast, I say, fucking hell, mate. You know, the guy's getting pancakes and eggs and everything made for him in the morning, and, like, he doesn't eat it. Well, I'd be loving it. And just because Justin's loving it, he's hating it because, you know, he's spending time together. And it's like here now, he's getting jealous because Justin is actually treating them as his mum and dad, when he feels like he's never had a mum and dad, and they're giving him the life that he's never had, and he's respecting them. And he's loving his family life. And then Clay's here being his little Debbie Downer. He's failed his test, right? Now, and he just said that, you know, my parents think that I'm taking drugs, so I might as well. So that makes me think that whatever drugs he had in his system, he didn't know he had them. I still think Clay failed it, not Justin. I do. But I believe that he's failed it not knowing that he's taken a drug, because you could do that sometimes. You can, you know, you can take something that you didn't really know that was like a band or something in sports. I don't know, man. Like, but I do think that maybe in his blackout, he's took something and he's failed and he's taken it all out on Justin, which I disagree with. I think it's pretty tight what he's saying. But I'm also liking, I don't know, kind of liking Clay's story. I think it's interesting. And did you see him? He kind of like pursued a female. He seen her across the room, he like give her a heads up, and then he went over. Which that's the first time I've ever seen him like have that kind of confidence as well.
Are you sure this guy's a welterweight?
All right, you know what? Doesn't matter, all right? This is about how you fight, okay? You got the speed. Use it.
Man, he just walks in and gets knocked out instantly.
Sometimes I wish I had more of the good kinds of secrets. Like a secret friend.
Do you want a cookie?
Yo, the guy always brings the cookies, mate. Ain't it?
Well,
Well, good him.
Special cookies. I actually learned how to make these to help my mom through chemo.
Man, Charlie, I'm so sorry.
It's fine that it's not fine.
That does make sense. It totally does, mate.
It totally does. I need another cookie.
Oh, I'd give it a minute.
Check Zach out.
You find your drink?
Z-Man rocks.
Z-Man rocks.
Everything the Z-Man could get his hands on.
Come on, Clay. This song's just been re-released, Elton John and Britney Spears. That's a tune.
If you whisper one thing in her ear, she will sleep with you tonight.
Yo, look how much better Clay looks. Like, I think he looks so much better than me.
But you gotta go for it.
He just looks free. Before we go into this, mate, because it sounds like a beat's about to drop, Clay looks so much better free and not stressed. I don't know, man. Like, it's like when I watched Legacies. I like Hope. She was one of the best characters in there, but she was always moody and wanting to fight, and do you know what I mean, and the leader. And then when she was always letting her hair down and she was free and she was happy, she looked so beautiful, and the character was so much better. Like, and it's like Clay here. I think that this free Clay that's not got weight on his shoulders, I feel like the hero of everybody, just go for it. I don't know. I like his. It's because he doesn't smile. I think it's so noticeable when somebody doesn't smile and he starts smiling. You're like, look how happy they are. It's so much better, and that's what I'm getting off Clay. Now she looks beautiful, Chloe.
Hey, I'm Clay. Oh, you go to Liberty?
No, but your face was kind of everywhere for a while.
Holy shit, your dad is
Sheriff. Yes.
Sheriff. Whoa. Is it gonna work or? Oh god. Oh yeah.
Breathe.
Oh, that was a good punch, that, wasn't it? Oh, look at that, mate. That was a good transition. I hope it goes well for Clay, man. Every single time this happens, something happens, he'll have a flashback or like he'll stop or something.
Your first time?
Is it? I don't think it is. Had about 5 girlfriends, has it?
Would that be a problem?
No.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. He's done a Joe Goldberg.
Did you finish?
Oh, yeah.
But it's good.
Oh, check that. He's seeing himself. Look at this guy buzzing more than Tony.
I wanted to say thank you for helping me get to where I am. You were there for me last summer when I needed to. I have a boyfriend.
Oh, I feel bad for you now, Zach, man.
Sorry, that was really stupid.
Meet up at the steps this week, like after school sometime.
No, I'm just probably
wounded.
Busy.
He's wounded.
I'm headed into town. Anyone need a ride?
I do.
I got you. I picked you up. I can drop you off.
He's trying to stop him from going with the police in there. That's what he's thinking, mate. What's going on there? Look.
Are you smoking weed?
No. The other guys were.
Stay clean, Justin, lad.
My mom, she's been calling and texting.
She's back?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep trying not to die. Try to stay out of jail.
I feel like I can't fucking breathe at this party.
What the fuck is going on here?
Diego.
Foldy, are you and me gonna have a problem? I'm just fucking with you, man. This party's all about love.
What was you and Winston? Are you guys like friends?
Well, he was friends with Monty's.
So you know where they met? The Hillcrest party? Did he tell you that Monty beat the living shit out of him that night?
That was pretty good, actually. Because he can, if he wants to go and verify it. He did get beaten up, and there's loads of people there. Look at these now.
I'm extremely high right now.
I told you not to eat a second cookie.
Wait, why is this on? It's not even Christmas.
It's been on since I got here.
It has.
I chose it. No, that doesn't seem like me to make a choice.
Chose you did.
Do you think it really is a wonderful life?
That's a proper deep question, that, isn't it? Most of the time it is, yeah. Most of the time.
Fuck, Valerie. What is this? Hey, man. Back off.
Come on, Clay. It's not as scrawny as you think. Clay. Yes. That's decent. I mean, best episode that Clay's had. I've enjoyed it, me. Look, he's no longer like this. Well, he might be, but he's not acting like the scared, timid person, afraid of everybody, and like second guessing himself. He's just like gone balls to the wall.
Is it true that Monty beat the shit out of you at a party?
Bonnie and I, we hooked up at that party. He didn't want anyone to know. That's why he beat me up in front of everyone. Monty said he wasn't gay.
No, it's cool if he was. I just didn't know.
Look at his smile.
I'm not a virgin anymore.
I had sex. What the fuck are you doing?
Tyler, where's he going?
Me after my match.
In it, let's go.
Dude, I know that guy. He deals guns. He's all the time.
What the fuck, Clay? What the fuck?
There's no way that's happened. That's a visual that he's doing, because they'd be well on dead, mate. What? You ending like that? No chance, mate. Nah, not having that, mate. That's not happened. That's in his head. I don't know. I fucking don't know. Like, I think if he was going that fast, hitting that bend, going over that like cliff or whatever, I don't know how high it is. There ain't no way you're getting the next 5 episodes out of these two. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they are literally going to be in proper, intensive care, mate. That's what it is. Or they're going to be dead. Now, I've got to say, from my personal point of view, this is one of the best episodes that Clay's had. You know, throughout all of the seasons, Clay has always been either doing things that, like, get on my nerves, or he stresses me out, or, like, he's always been, you know, feeling like he has to take care of everybody, the responsibility. He's always thinking, he's always panicking, he's always stressing. But today he was happy and he was free and he was just, all right, yeah, he had a scrap at the end, but that made me happy, the fact that he just went for it and he didn't lose. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if everyone else is looking at him thinking he's crazy, I don't like him, what's going on with Clay. I like it. I think it was well different. It made me happy seeing him change. I thought he had a great episode, to be honest. Hopefully he's not dead. Hopefully that's just a vision that he was just having just there. Because how many times has he smiled this episode? Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't often see him smile, and today he was having fun. Now, yeah, he did sleep with that girl. It lasted like 2 seconds, but who cares, mate? Look how happy he was in the car then. Do you know what I mean? Now, again, you know, he beat a guy up that looked like he was much bigger than him. But Clay's, like, deceiving. He's one of them guys that, like, you think's a scrawny little guy, but then he's actually not. Like, I think it's because his face is so slim, like, that he looks like he is skinny. But then when he takes his top off, he's quite built. And, you know, for his size, he is really ripped. Tony, talking about, like, you know, like, ripped, was fighting somebody who was well bigger than him, wasn't he, in that boxing match? But he used his strength, his uppercut, and he actually won. He got knocked down, he stood up, you know what I mean? He carried on, and he was successful. Now, obviously, the sheriff said, yeah, come to the station, do you know what I mean? Next week, we could talk about where you're going to progress from here. He's like, nah, I'm busy. Maybe the week after. Yeah, okay, maybe. Tyler, do you want to lift home? Yeah, I'll have a lift up. Nah, you come with me, I'll drop you off, I'll take you. So, do you know what I mean? He's trying to deter him from going with the sheriff. But why is Tyler spending loads of time with the police? That's something that we can't forget. He's spending a lot of time with Deputy Standal, and now they followed him here, and now he's giving money to a guy that's stealing guns, for example. What's he want one for? Wouldn't make any sense to fit Tyler's story right now. He seems like he's chilling, he's okay, he's on the mend, he's got nobody to kind of go at. He's kind of, you know, had support, he's got a job, you know, he's on the straight and narrow, he's working with this. So to me, he wouldn't be getting a gun for himself, but then what is he doing? That is the question. But I personally thought this was a good episode. I liked it. Maybe it's because Clay made me smile most of it, and I liked how he was just different. But I just thought this was a good one. Okay, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. So, is Clay dead? Is Zach dead? Who knows? Was it real or was it fake? Is it a vision or is it reality? Who knows, mate? But I'm excited to see the next episode. Now, like I just said, Clay really made me happy. I enjoyed his whole episode and everything that he'd done, apart from when he had a conversation with Justin and he was saying that why are you trying, you know, like to be, not like be part of the family, but like why are you treating them as if they're your mum and dad? They're not, they're mine. But in terms of the tracking, yeah, at first, I was talking about, you know, Find My iPhone or like Find My Friends, where his mum and his dad may have it on their phones, so they're consistently knowing where they are. But then if we later expand onto it, Jessica was saying that her dad started knowing her texts and her conversations. And it's like, okay, so it's not just Clay's parents, you know what I mean, on Justin and him. It's now on Jessica. So what's actually happening there? Because reading text is way different than finding your location. You know what I mean? It's like proper invasion of privacy. And how are they getting it? How are they acquiring it? Now, that is another one, like I said, mate, that I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget what Tyler's doing with Deputy Standal. I'm not going to forget that they're tracking locations and where they're going, whether it's in the daytime or nighttime. They know who they're talking to and what and the places that they're meeting. So that one is very interesting. And again, I like how we kind of use Monty's sister now. I've been saying, you know, if somebody gets introduced into the show in any season and they just get dropped in and then he just like, here's Monty's sister, and then like she has no story, it's like, what is the point? Why has she been dropped in for one season if she's not going to play a bigger part of the story? And it was as well as with you know, Winston. He was dropped in to try and avenge you know, Monty, and then all season he's kind of just been friends with Tyler and getting a relationship with Alex, and his purpose of why he was introduced didn't get, you know, like we didn't go in that direction, but we are today, and you can see that he's working with Diego. Now, obviously, I don't know if Diego's been with Jess so that he can get to them, if you know what I mean, and they could try and find out what actually happened to Bryce and Monte, but she was kind of playing him at the end there, feeding him information that obviously they had a fight, which is true though. She wasn't lying, that's a fact. And obviously he withheld that information, but now he's gone and he's told him that they was with each other, and now you could see that he was kind of like not upset, but you know, he was teary-eyed that he didn't really know something about his friend, and I feel like he was kind of like more concerned and more invested now to try and like actually help him, because he feels like Winston has actually got grounds to actually find this out. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a random dude coming in and saying it, he's actually got a purpose and he's talking from the heart. So again, really interesting with that one. Clay had a fight with that guy. I actually liked that scene. I thought it was decent. He actually won as well. Hopefully he's not dead, like I said, driving Zach's car. But Chloe comes, she's speaking to Zach. She said that she's got a boyfriend after he kissed her. And I think she said, I might have missed it because the music was on, but like she got accepted into a school or something and she might be moving away. And Zach was saying like, that's well good, you know, I'm like really proud for you, but I'm sorry that I've not obviously been returning your calls. I've been busy. Busy mean getting drunk and obviously being paranoid about all this information that's going on. And like I said, Tony's won his fight. Who knows where he's going to go from here? Is he going to go to the next stage? I hope that it's not just this one-off thing. Do you know what I mean? Like I was saying about people getting introduced and then we just like no story. Tony entered this tournament so that he could win and get money to bring his family back, yeah? So hopefully it's not just this one-off fight and then we're done and dusted. Hopefully it's a little story that we're going to go down and progress with. And we're going to see more flashbacks of Bryce and, you know, Monty coming over and terrorising the paranoid everybody. And is the truth actually going to come out? Do you know what I mean? We're on episode 5 now. We're more than halfway in. We've only got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. And there's a lot of information to go. Where's Anna? Do you know what I mean? Like, did her mum actually get hurt? Did she has she disappeared? She gone somewhere? Like, what is actually going on? So there's loads of questions and loads of things that still need to be wrapped up in the final few episodes, so I'm really excited to figure that out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.